Hey, what's up to everybody out there? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk, and I'm your host, C Money. And in today's episode, we're going to be doing a three-part series of today's show. In our last show, we did a two-part series. We did a part series of Reynolds Park, and we split it into two. Today is going to be a three-part, maybe a four-part, because we are visiting two parks that are right next to each other. In our first part, we're going to be visiting what you see now. Oh, there's a train coming down. It might be the Bright Line train. This is the Enchanted Forest Elaine Gordon Park. I'm going to show you right here where it says Enchanted Forest Elaine Gordon Park. This is in North Miami, not North Miami Beach, but North Miami. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. It says the office is to your right, the east parking lot, the west shelter, the east shelter, and the pony right. Oh, it is the Bright Line. As you can see, the Bright Line train is going right by the park. And the reason why this is a three-part series is because right across the tracks is the Arch Creek Park. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this park. I can honestly tell you, and if you do know any information, you can comment at the bottom of this page. You can also email. I did my research on this park. Unfortunately, there is no historical information on this park. Even the website, if you go into North Miami's website, there is no information about this park on their website. Meaning any historical information, meaning that when the park opened, is this park has any historical information on it. Just like when we went to Reynolds, A.O. Reynolds, this park was donated, Reynolds Park was donated in 1933 to the county. So the park, the lizard scared the fuck out of me. I'm sorry, y'all, not cuss, don't mean to cuss, but the lizard scared me. It came out of nowhere. You do realize, and let me mention, when you go to places like this, you're going to be seeing, critters and a lot of creatures throughout these parks and stuff. So it kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, Reynolds Park was donated back in 1933 to the county, Dade County. So it has been said that it could have been in the 1800s, that the mid to late 1800s, that this could have been built. Now, granted, this is kind of not a big park as Reynolds Park is, but we're going to take you through it. This area right here is the petting zoo area where you can pet the animals and things like that. I did see that. We're going to go through a nature trail. Now, for this series, I may not have to pause or take a break throughout this series, because due to the fact that this park is not as big as Reynolds was, so I may not have to pause it between the episodes. North Miami is a bird sanctuary. All birds are protected by law. Yes, this is North Miami, not North Miami Beach. As I said in the last video, Reynolds Park is in North Miami Beach, which is slightly the next city north of us, and this is North Miami. There's two different cities, so North Miami and North Miami Beach. And Reynolds Park is in North Miami Beach. This park, which is Enchanted Forest Elaine Gordon Park, is in North Miami. Now, where did the park get the name Enchanted Forest from? I don't know. And hopefully a lot of people don't get this park confused with Santa's Enchanted Forest, which is annual theme park that comes once a year to South Florida, what they call Santa's Enchanted Forest, which comes in what comes every November and leaves in the beginning of January. Um, as you can see, that this park is basically partially nature, because this is a nature trail, but this nature trail is not as long and big as you was expected. So, but I did see some lizards, and the lizards scared me. And there are more lizards. Not only just that lizard, I've seen a couple of other lizards. We're gonna walk through. Well, we may not have to do a part 2 and a part 3. We may do a part 1 and then maybe a part 2 at Arch Creek, but give or take, we'll keep going, and as we go, we'll progress. We'll get more information on whether we need to do extra parts. I really wasn't planning on doing Arch Creek, but when I found that Arch Creek is literally like a minute away from this park, I felt like, why not do 2 stones in 1 basket? Because a lot of people, they visit one park, they may visit another one. And the same with Arch Creek. It may not be a big park. From what I've seen, the playground is over here, which we're going to probably walk through anyway, because we're walking the whole nature trail. I have my water with me as well, like I did last time. And yes, I have on all white again, just in case it gets hot. Only thing about this one is the nature trail has a lot of trees, so it's blocking me from the sun. And it's not as much big of a park as Grinnell's Park was on our last episode. So you're going to be seeing a lot, less in this. Just they do have a pavilion here where you can rent out. I did see a few things that they did say they had. They said they had a petting zoo where you can go and pet the animals, and they had pony rides here. But since it's a weekday, I think all of that mainly occurs on a weekend, because a lot of parks here down in South Florida, especially in Miami area, they have, there's a trail right there. I might go down that trail for a minute, but I'm going to take you right here into where this is the playground. So we're going to stop and go in this little trail for a minute and see where this trail leads to. There's a lot of, and of course, like I said, like in the last episode, a lot of these trees and a lot of these nature artifacts have probably been destroyed through hurricanes, through tropical storms, and through bad weather throughout the years. Andrew, Katrina, Wilma, and a lot of these other storms that came through. So you probably know that a lot of these trees have probably, the way they're sitting and standing is probably due to bad weather and everything. This is actually, there's a trail. So there actually is a decent trail. So now we're going to walk through. We're going to walk through this, and I'm going to walk around. It actually has a decent nature trail. And of course, this sits in the middle of commercial residency and businesses. So, you get, unlike the same thing with Grinnell's Park. Grinnell's Park sits near a lot of residencies and stuff, but this one is more smaller than Grinnell, so you're not going to see as much. And I'm quite sure with this one, Enchanted Forest, Elaine Gordon Park, I believe it was probably donated as well, maybe by Elaine Gordon, which is a name that I failed to look up, but I was basically looking up information on the park. Prior to coming to these parks, I tried to do my research on most of these parks and get information that may lead into the reason being of these parks. But for this one, I actually smell maneuver, so that means whether, you know, I smell maneuver. So, and kind of like horse maneuver, but who knows? But I try to get information on these parks prior to coming here, so when I do these episodes, I can at least give you facts about these parks. Now, this one may not be a history park, so I'm gonna put this as a hot spot in South Florida. Well, no, I'm gonna put it as a history park because I'm granted this park has been here for years and years to come about, but it's just there's no history behind it. Well, now I know why I smell maneuver, because of coming up close, I see a horse over there, so there's a um, horse area up there. So you're gonna see that as well. Oh, this is the North Miami Beach. I mean, no, I'm sorry, not North Miami Beach. I'm sorry, we're still in North Miami. This is the North Miami Mounted Patrol. So over here is where, okay, this is their vehicles. I forgot to show this. Let me show this right quick. This is the horse vehicle and some of their vehicles. So this is where North Miami Police Mounted Patrol. There's no trespassing, of course, so I'm gonna take the trail and keep going. This is where North Miami Police house their horses. You know, because every police department does have horses in their lineup, whether it's 2, 3, 10. And so this is where they store their horses. And of course there's maneuver on the ground, so I got to be careful why. Well, okay, there was a horse out there. I don't think I can see it. Oh, and this is on the back end of the park where, oh, and this is the petting zoo I was telling you about. Oh, there's a lot of sand from the wind blowing. So here's one of the horses. Hi, horsey, horsey, horsey. Oh, there's a horse drinking some water. That's so cute. Oh, he looked dead at me. Yeah, so this is, I guess, the petting zoo. This is, I guess, the pony rides as well. No, this may not be the pony rides. This just may be where North Miami House there. Because this is where I came in at, I believe. Oh no, the petting zoo I think is on the other side. And this is, yes or no? Yeah, this is where I came in at. I believe this is where I came in. I honestly, yeah, this is where I came in at. I went through that way through the trail. That's right. And I didn't see over here. This is the North Miami Police making a positive impact, mounting patrol. No trespassing, violence will be prosecuted. So they do have a trail that leads between the mounted patrol. And mounted patrol means, you know, policemen that ride on horses. This area here is probably a area where they're planting plants or fruit plants or vegetable plants. So they're probably doing that on this area. So there's no sign. We're gonna look up a sign and we're gonna see if there's a sign. Our Nomi Community Gardens, Enchanted Forest, Elaine Gordon Park Community Garden. They promote healthy lifestyles, connect people to nature, and generate an appropriate appreciation for the environment. They cultivate community ties and social connections while promoting a spirit of giving and strength, self-sufficient for many. The process from planting to harvesting helps create a more active, engaged, and healthy community. Visit our other gardens at Griffin Park, Keystone Park, Bobby Hammerfield, and Kiwanis Park Orchid Garden. I mean, there's a lot of parks in North Miami. You can actually, I guess, come in here and visit, but we can see from here. So we're gonna go on and keep going. I believe this is the office to the park. I believe this is one of the restrooms. I did see as I was coming up walking in the front that there is a little pit that sits in one of the areas of this park, meaning like a in-ground barbecue pit. We're gonna check that out as well, but I believe it goes into an area that is probably blocked, but we'll find out prior to that. Um, like I said, this is not a big park. This park is not as big as you would expect it to be, but you know, let's go back into this way. I did see a trail that led to another area that we can go to if we can get ducked off to this. Throughout the park, I see they had little mounds that gave you information on trees and stuff like that, but I guess the information's got brushed off. Let's see what we got going through here. It's just an area that we can walk through, which of course I'm sure we can, because there is another trail area that's this way. This might be another building that's part of this is the community center. Okay, this is the community center that also sits on probably a nature trail. Now with this nature trail, we're gonna go through this nature trail, and from this nature trail there should be mostly part of, let me sit here and see what this says. Recreation site development funded by the city of North Miami and the state of Florida Land Acquisition Trust Fund, administered by the Department of Nature and Resources at the Land and Water Conservation Fund, administered by the National Park Service, U.S. Department of the Interior, and the Florida Department of Natural Resources. Now, it don't actually say what year. So like I said before, there is no certificate information on this park. If you do have any information on this park and would like to share it with us, be so kindly email me roundtable00yahoo.com. You can also comment on this page as well, and if you have any information on it, that'll be greatly appreciated, because like I said, I'll do my research on these places, but at the end, nothing comes about. Oh, I guess I went through the way where the cars go out at instead of walking the way going in. Oh, this is what I was looking at when I first was coming up. This is, I don't know what this is. Look like it's a pit where you can barbecue. Is it an upside? It's like a chimney. Okay. But coming through this way, I can see this area leads you to the back area near the playground area where we was at once before. So I just wanted to take a gander through this and show you, this park. Like yourself, if you've never visited this park, don't be afraid, because I have not visited this park myself. This is my very first time. Sometimes when I do these episodes, the majority of these parks, there are very few parks that I have visited before. I've never visited Grinnell's Park. That was my first time, and this is my first time visiting this park as well. You see they have little places where you can sit down at, but I doubt anybody will sit there right now because of the heatness. This one is more better because it's in shade, and we're here near the area where we was before. So now I'm going to go back towards the front. I'm going to actually take the nature trail and go back north. Well, not north, but go back into the main part of the park.
I love home.
Okay, so now we're going to I don't even much know where the other nature trail that I was on is at. I just know that I'm cutting through areas that I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna cut through this area and we're gonna go back to the front of the park. Granted, I believe there's only one entrance into this park. Unlike Grinnell's Park, there is two entrances to Grinnell's Park. The entrance that I came in, I actually didn't show you why I showed you coming in, but as I exit out of Grinnell's Park, there was the exit that I entered in closes after a certain time. You have to use the next entrance. Oh, there's the butterfly. So I had to make sure that, am I going the right way? Or am I going the right way? Because I see there's roosters and chickens and everything, so let me, okay. I'm just gonna go this way and come out this way. Because I don't even much know which way I'm going. But I'm just gonna go this way. I see chickens and roosters this way. Yeah, this is a path to go through. Oh, they have roosters and chickens. What? I think these are roosters, I believe. Oh yeah, please sign in first and present your ticket for ride. Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is when you can do the pony ride. Okay. So this is a path. Please keep arms and limbs out of the pony area. So you can. Why do horses lay down? Horses lay down to sleep, to have a roll, and to sunbathe. When a horse rolls, it is doing its own chiropractic work by adjusting the body. Sunbathing is perfectly normal behavior for horses. Please don't disturb them while at rest. Oh, they give you different facts about the horses and the pony. These are the ponies and things. So they do the pony rides on the weekends, which I already had gathered that from coming out here, where the pony rides are only on the weekends. Okay, now I'm gonna go stop for a minute and lay and take a drink of water before I start my journey again. Now there is a parted part that I have not shown yet. Actually, let's go to that side of the park. And we're gonna go to that side of the park, which is where the bridge is at. This is the bridge that goes across. I believe this is Arch Creek, if I'm not mistaken, which is also the name of the park that we're really going to next. So we're going to take this is amazing. I see there's a lot of lizards that are over here. Use trail at own risk. So there is a trail here. Okay. So we're gonna walk through this trail. I'm gonna take a brief second, pause through this trail, and we're gonna come back because I want to see where this trail leads to. And if anything, I'll come back and we'll talk more about it. Okay, fast forward. I went halfway around the trail, and the trail is just one big circle. As you can see over here, that's, I guess, apart houses and stuff right here. So I'm halfway around the trail. Basically, there was a little duck off trail into the part of the woods, but I didn't want to take it because it led to the area near the tracks, and I don't think that it was a big duck off, because remember, the tracks are feet away from the railroad tracks are feet away from where we're at. So it's not too many duck off trails that you can take. So I'm just giving you an understanding of this. So right now we're gonna go, basically we're walking back the same way that we came. This trail kind of just led us into a circle. You know, it kind of got me skeptical because they did have a sign that says use trail at your own risk, meaning that you may be getting into something you ain't got no business getting into. So you got to use the trail at your own risk. So basically, this is a trail that, you know, you got to take risks. I did just see this big old lizard. That's one of the things you got to look out for, even though lizards are not that harmless until you do something to them. But see, we're now back at the beginning of the trail, which is also the bridge, which is why I said the trail is just a big circle. And that's why I had to, you know, take it as a break, as precaution. Keep going. Okay. So now that we've come to this, the duck, the mother duck and her little ducklings is in the water. Okay, so you can't really see in the water. Oh, that's a turtle. Oh, 2 turtles, 3 turtles. Most of these ponds and places like this, you can't really see, you know, the turtles and the fishes in the water because of the color of the water and things like that. Well, okay, we have just discovered and visited Enchanted Forest, Elaine Gordon Park. This is one of the few parks that is interesting, not really historical. Oh, there's a big lizard sitting on top of that tree. Oh, that's a big old lizard. And this is one of the interesting, may not be interesting parks, but this is a park that it's probably nice to go to. I thank y'all for watching this. Stick around, because since we did this all in the part 1, there won't be part 3 unless the other park actually has a part 3. We're gonna do a part 3. Let me see. United Form, Untitled Forms from Mediop HD Ultimate FX 18 color makeup palette 2017 by Elaine. I guess this is historical thing. But this, okay, we're going to be visiting next Arch Creek Park, which is, you know, not far from here, probably less than 2-minute walking distance away. So we're going to be visiting Arch Creek Park. This is the Enchanted Forest, Elaine Gordon Park. Like I said, email us roundtable00@yahoo.com. You can also comment at the bottom of this page if you have any historical information on this park and on Arch Creek Park. You can email us. You can also comment at the bottom of this page. You can also, give us any facts you'd like to know. If a person that had a wedding out here, or if you're a person that did, that had some historical memories out here of famous people or people in general, or if you had some memories out here, you can also elaborate with us. And also, you can share anything that you would like to share about this park, and know that any information you can give us will be greatly appreciated. Like I said, I did not get any information on this park. There was no historical information on this park. There was not much information even on the website on when this park was built and how old is this park and why the name of the park came about. So we, don't know nothing. As I say, I do my histories on my research on these things, and there's no information on it. This is the Roundtable Talk. I'm your host, C Money. I will see you in about 2 to 3 minutes going to Arch Creek Park. I will be walking over to that way, but I'm going to take a brief pause and break to drink my water, and I'll see you in a little bit at Arch Creek Park. This is the Roundtable Talk. I'm C Money. All right.